Transmitting from the front lines of the wargaming world. You are watching Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire. The show where you can watch, learn, and even play our games live online. We will be showing some of our favorite tactics and answer your game questions. This is Friendly Fire.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin the OG, the original Grognard here, back for Lock and Load Publishing's Friday Night Firefights. Yes, I've decided we're just going with Friday Night Firefights, not the Friendly Fire. It's right in the comments below if you don't like it. Want to get out real quick. If there are any of our viewers out there who would like to participate in a Friday Night Firefight with us, reach out. I'll put my email in the comments section below. Go ahead, hit that up, and we will get you invited in.
Maybe Devin's friendly.
Well, I do.
He's
bite.
The friendly in the he's the friendly in the old Friendly Fire.
I do bite, so if that's your thing, or whatever. So we're back here tonight playing Point Blank. Mr. Sean Drillinger, Mr. Keith Tracton, both of them excellent war game designers in their own right. We are playing a new scenario from the upcoming expansion for Point Blank called Winter Victory. This is a scenario that I guess I can say I designed. And so we're kind of playtesting it. We found a couple little things that we probably will tweak. So what you see on here versus what will come out when Winter Victory comes out will be different. And I got to do the social media thing, so I'm just going to hand it over to Keith and Sean, and they can bring everybody up to date for those of you who missed the last episode and kind of talk about it and just jump right into gameplay. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Hey everyone. Thanks for joining tonight. Hope you'll enjoy turn 2 of our match between Keith and I. To bring you up to date, the point of the scenario is that the Americans have to capture the majority of the objectives that are out here. There are 3 that I believe there's 3. So we have this farmhouse. We have I don't know what that is. That's the no, that is
that's the town square.
Town square, and then we have a church.
Town square.
So, yes, and a church. And so to date, the king of the battlefield is not so much of a king at the moment. That's this King Tiger 2 over here. That's got two shake encounters on it because the stupid crew decided that they were going to remain unbuttoned because we wanted to get a better shot. We did manage to disintegrate 2 Sherman 76s, so that was kind of fun. There's 3 left. We have plenty of ammo. But the Shermans have managed to flank the King Tiger over here. That's what this little
marker
flank counter means. Yeah, so I have a flank counter on here as well. And so far the Germans are kind of sitting pretty at the moment because we are in a defensive position and we're just kind of waiting for the Americans to come to us. So Keith, I'll turn it over to you if you have any taunting.
Yeah, we're down to 2 Shermans. We have an M10. I have a couple of M10s to go with it, but yeah, the best part right so far is pinning down this tiger, and hopefully this flank will allow us to kill it. There's a panther on the other side. I think it's over here. So that we have yet to figure out how to deal with. And we've got infantry kind of pinned down in the woods over here because there's a clear and is that a road? And a road here. So it really doesn't do to walk into like lots of heavy machine guns across that. So we're going to try and pin people down, drop some smoke, something. We do have a satchel charge back here. I'm not even sure if we're going to get close enough for that, but we'll see. We have plenty of troops, partially airborne, partially regular infantry. So this is about as good as it gets. Plenty of tanks, plenty of troops, plenty of time right now. We're through the first turn. The first turn is 1 deck. So we have 3 decks remaining. And yeah, it's been pretty exciting, but boy, going up against the Germans when they're defensive, it's like they have teeth. it's like ugh, ouch. So fortunately, we have cover, which is helpful. And they make our cover. They blow away our tanks. Now we have cover because these wreck cards over here, they come with cover. Like, thanks. Little bonus for dying. That's kind of where we stand. It's my turn as far as the pool goes, and I have an idea what I want to do. I want to try and finish this tiger off, but unless Sean has any other comments or Devin needs more time.
Oh no, you guys go right ahead. I have this wonderfully huge monitor that's 49 inches that I can actually do picture in picture, so I can.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can do. I'm able to do the social media part on one half where the OBS is running, and while I'm able to also manipulate how the game, the tabletop simulator game, is being played out.
Right.
So.
Oh wow. Okay. So if that's okay with you, Sean, then I'll start off here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Start out with the upkeep phase. Don't have any melee or overruns. I don't think we have any terrain placement to resolve. I'm not moving anywhere. Right. And button or unbutton AFVs. That's for me though. Transfer support weapons, combine half squads. Okay, we're into the impulse phase. Conduct actions. So I'm gonna play this. I think I can play this as a fire card. So that means, and for these tanks here, so we're gonna open up.
Is that a fire? Is that a fire card?
Yeah, it's a fire card.
Yeah. Okay, fire card. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that. Fire. Yeah, both tanks can fire. I have a leader on one. So I'm trying to, let me zoom in here so I can, on my own side, you guys won't see this, but.
So this may not matter, but when you're shaken, you do have the option to button, which, since that was the last thing you did to me, I certainly am going to button.
Is that the button? Do you get to do the button right after you're shot at? Is that the idea?
Well, when you're shaken after your turn, shaking.
Oh, after you're shaken as part of that, you can button up.
Yeah, you can button.
And these guys are like, well, we've got 2 dead bodies already. Let's button.
Yeah, we're not in the mood to watch the Shermans shoot holes in us from.
Right. So, well, I mean, we have to get lucky because.
Out of the tank, so.
Yeah, I mean, we have the flank, but it's really down to the dice roll. But I'm going to take my best shot first, which is going to be.
We've seen the movie Fury when the commander.
I was just thinking I was going to take my Fury shot.
Yeah. I do want to say that Rich Kerr has joined us on Twitch, watching us. So welcome, Rich. He always seems to make our shows. Rich actually did play with us on Friday on Friendly Fire last year. I think he and I played Nations of War.
Oh, cool. Excellent. All right, so
too. By the way, I'm not gonna.
What was that?
I said Nations of War, an excellent game.
An excellent game. That's true.
Sean might have something to do with that as well.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A lot of work on that. Good job, Sean. So Sergeant Clark with his M4A376 is going to open up with their main gun, and the range is 1.
Yet I am now, because the deck ended, the spotting removed, so I am no longer spotted.
Oh, you're no longer spotted. Crap.
Yeah.
So I can't see you to fire.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically you can.
No, you can see me. It's just an additional 2 to your to hit.
Right.
Right, but that's gonna. I mean, that's kind of like a waste. But on the other hand.
Well, you're firing at a medium range.
Right, and, so it's a 7, but my penetration is only 4. Is that right?
Well, it's 2 to the to hit number, not to your penetration number.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, we got the leader. That'll mitigate one of them. All right, we're going to take the shot. So Sergeant Clark is going to direct his tank to fire. The range is 1, 2, 3. 3 to get to the side. Oh, wait, I'm using the wrong. 3 to get to the tiger.
You have a 7 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need you add +2 because I'm concealed at the moment.
Right.
But you subtract 1 because you have a leader.
Right.
And
anything else?
Add 2 more because I'm behind a stone wall.
There you go. Left that out. Okay, so the net there is +3.
You're adding 4 to your roll. So you need
4. I need a 7. So I need to roll a 2 or 3, basically.
That's correct.
Oh, good
Well,
God.
hang on. Don't forget his leader modifier. So
No, we did that.
Is
Well, that would have been a 2 then. I did factor his leader in because it's
Yeah.
right. So right now I'm at. Yeah, no. I
No,
take
he
it
needs
back.
he
He's at a
needs
7.
he needs a 4
Yeah, he needs a 4.
on 2d6.
Yeah.
3
That's
possible.
3. If I get a
Always
1.
possible. Ah.
Ah.
Oh. No, we
What?
didn't. We don't take flanking into consideration because that's just for penetration.
That's for when it hits.
Yeah.
So it's even worse for the other tank, right?
It'll be a 3 for the other one because he doesn't have the leader.
Yeah. On the other hand, there's no reason not to take the shot because it was just a bad call.
You can always break your gun.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. All right, we'll go for the 3. And I missed. We'll pull the card.
You got a 1 die.
9.
Ooh.
What was that?
That was close.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Not even. What's this guy doing here? What are these guys doing here?
That's your played action card.
Oh, right. That's played action card. All right. So this is the discards, right?
Yeah. Let me turn the action deck sideways so the discards can line up.
All right. So then we got there, and that's our action. And so then we go to
Mic off. Mic on.
drop my hand size by 1, and then I'm done. All right. I will draw 1. There it is. Okay, all yours.
All right.
What a waste.
Well, there's not a lot I could do. However, I'm going to play a move and a recon. So I'm gonna first off, I'm gonna draw. I hover over it and hit 2.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna throw
What?
that
You're
there.
not going to keep the clear card?
Nope, not today. And that's my recon, and then I'm gonna do a move. So I am going to move my Panther.
Now, as a reminder for people who may have forgotten, and because this is a never before seen scenario, the Germans are suffering from very low fuel. Every time one of their vehicles moves, or when it gets done moving, they've got to draw a random number. If they pull the wrong random number, they are out of fuel for the rest of the game.
We can only hope.
Yes, we can only hope.
That's okay. As long as I'm out of fuel on top of the hill.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
All right, so my Panther's moving, and that is end of my turn. And
All right, so I'm going to try something and make a mistake because I know I'm not doing this right, but just to show people. So I'm playing a recon action for the guys over here in, what was that, D1 on my side?
Yep.
For the infantry here who are in the woods. What I'm thinking, I think we had this discussion last time. We can't replace this clear right next to him, can we? If I do a recon?
if you play a recon card,
Mm-hmm.
you may remove a terrain that is not occupied within line of sight of a unit.
Okay. I will do that. Bye-bye.
Mic off.
And that's my action. So I'll draw a card.
All right.
Draw.
So for my upkeep phase, first thing I need to resolve this.
Oh, you know, I forgot leader action, didn't I? But
That's
that wouldn't
okay.
work. Yeah.
All right, so now I got to draw a card. And what, I got a 6 that I got to draw.
And that's 5 of
Mic
them.
on.
Out of ammo.
What were you drawing for?
Ignore the out of ammo. Okay. I've got a low fuel thing. So, if the number is a 5 or 6, I've run out of gas, and it's a 5.
Oh, so the Panther's out of gas?
Yeah. So I don't know how you want to do that.
Does that affect his defense in any way?
Spotted. No, I can't move anymore. And
So he's a pillbox.
We need a bog marker.
I know there's a bog marker. I saw a bog marker somewhere. So he can't move. He's basically a pillbox.
Essentially, yes.
All right.
Tabletop is being very slow. Unless Devin wants to help out and find a bog marker for us. Also, as an upkeep, I'm going to put a clear terrain down. We like it clear over there. And
No clear. No.
It's
clear
here.
like everywhere. What are we thinking here, you know?
No,
We're going to charge across. No, we're not. General, we're going to charge across. Colonel, we are not.
Did we lose Devin? Where'd he go?
He's there. He's pulling counters.
Oh, is that him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now for my turn, I'm going to do. Once per turn, I can do a hand flush.
Okay.
And because I have shitty ass cards. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to curse too much.
You this time, me last time.
I'm dumping my hand. And drawing 5 cards.
All right.
Much better.
All
right,
I'm
your turn.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to drop a rally on the tanks here. Oop, hang on.
Did we happen to find a bog, by the way?
So the rally basically reduces my
Mic
fatigue.
off.
Is that correct?
Mic
or is
on.
it the other symbol? What's the other symbol here?
What's that?
There's rally and there's ready. Move, spend, or reduce fatigue. So I'm going to ready because I want to reduce this fatigue, and then I get to draw a card. If it's odd, I reduce the second one. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
You may reduce the second one, yep.
No, do not move the whole deck, Keith.
Alright, I can't find the bog marker for some reason, so I'm just going to use this red blank marker to indicate bog.
That's the whole deck. Stop that. I think we're too close here. It's not picking up my cursor, so. Let me just draw the card and put it down. Here's the draw. And there's the card, and it's a 6. So it's even, so I don't get the second one. And that's it for that action. Actually, go the other way around. Take these two. Drop them over here. I am going to do a leader action. And that means I'm going to ready this guy. I think I can ready, right? Let me make sure I have that icon on the thing. I do.
The AFB,
yeah, I'm gonna.
Ready, only
affects the one he's on.
That one, you're in the other one.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's all right. Well, then we'll just take
That'd
off.
be really cool, though. I think run out of the tank, run the other.
It's been done. Did you watch Valley of Tears? You ran out of one tank, got in the other. All right, and I believe that's. Let me draw one, and that's it for me. You're up.
All right.
What does that mean?
So you guys are all spotted over there. Let's see. Let's do 4. That's definitely long range.
What is that symbol? There it is. I have a lightning bolt, which is a unit action. Activate one of the action icons on a unit's card. So then we can go to the card and see if there's a special thing. Oh, there's smoke, there's fire, there's move, and there's the question mark is hidden. Concealment +2. Okay. I'm getting it.
So I believe what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play a rally. And I'm going to try to rally my tiger here.
Mic off.
He's at 7. I am in cover, so it's a +1. I mean, a -1. So we got 1, 2. I need 7 or
Oh, you're kidding me.
yeah. Well, I get rid of one of the shakens.
You're kidding me. All that work.
Yeah. And then the ready, I am going to reduce that to 1, and I get to draw another card. See if it's odd, so I get to reduce another one. So I will reduce that one. All right, and I draw up.
Okay. So if I set a move action for a sector and I'm moving to an empty one, do I put can I put the terrain card down from my hand, or do I have to replace it some other way?
In your upkeep phase?
If I'm doing a move action, I guess it's the next turn after you move. Do I put the terrain down to resolve the move?
Your terrain is always resolved in the upkeep phase of the owning player's turn.
Okay. But can I place the card when I move to resolve the terrain, or resolve it in the upkeep and just place it?
No. You can only place the terrain card in the upkeep phase of your upkeep phase.
Okay, so right now I can basically do that.
Right. If you move, I mean, you could place a card that you have now in an empty sector.
If you want. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, normally what happens is, as you got to remember, your movement is resolved during the upkeep phase.
Right. I haven't moved yet. I'm trying to figure out how to get the terrain I want from my hand into this sector. So it's my upkeep phase.
You can play it now, and I can always play a recon card and get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. If he's got a recon card.
I would do. What's that?
If he's got a recon card.
If I have a recon card, but I also have a leader
who has a recon ability, I know.
Or
yeah. Or you can move, and then when you resolve terrain in your next upkeep phase, you can drop it then, and then you will get it. I can't change it.
Yeah,
I can always put something there in its place if I think you're going to move into it.
Right.
But I don't have any terrain cards right now, so I can't really.
So it's sort of a good deal.
Also remember that when you move, you can try to put smoke out first to kind of help your moving into a space.
Yeah, and I do have smoke from my tanks, but I think that's firing smoke, not moving smoke.
Your infantry, some of I know the airborne have smoke. Your regular U.S. infantry should have smoke as well.
Icon, you can throw smoke out in front of you, and then, if you like.
I do.
As part of a movement action.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a movement marker for this sector, and that's where we're going to move.
Are you playing a card?
Yes, I'm playing a card. Hang on. I am playing a movement card.
Yep, there you go.
And then I'm going to draw, and then it's your turn.
Are you playing a smoke?
Yeah, I'm going to play smoke. We're trying to play smoke, I guess.
So if you do that, you resolve that in your turn. So you're committed to the move. Now you can see if you want to play smoke. So you need a 4, 5, or 6.
On one die?
Yep.
On one die.
Oh, of course not. It's all right.
So
you're still shaking, so.
Yeah, that's true.
You're up.
And Sexy Hexy has now joined us, Mr. Hex to Hex. Excellent channel. Go check out his YouTube channel.
All right. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do here. It's my upkeep phase. I do not have anything that needs upkeeping. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to throw a card out and use my leader. And I'm going to use his recon ability. And I'll just draw a two cards in my hand.
Is it you draw 2, keep 1?
Yep.
Yeah, draw 2, keep 1, and look what I'm throwing away.
What are you throwing away? What is that?
Wood building.
Wood building. Doesn't need a wood building. That's shocking.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I don't really have to do much because you're not coming towards the map, but you are moving now. Let's see. I'm on the hill here. Let's see. That's 2, 4, 2, 6. Okay, so that's 6. My type firing, that would be a 6. Yeah, I don't really need to do a whole lot here.
It'd be a 5 with the rec marker, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, he's moving, so he gets an actual +1 or something like that because he's moving.
And he's got the wall in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's +4. Yeah, so I wouldn't have. Yeah, so he's in a wall, but this wall wouldn't count down here because I'd be going up to my 0 row.
Well, he's on a hill, so LOS doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm going to do a move action. And I'm going to move this tank up. And
this is the other Panther?
Yeah, the other
Panther. That has fuel. That has fuel.
Well, so we think. And I've got a ready action too, so I'm going to get rid of the Puma. And I can get rid of one more on a roll of.
The ready action was from a leader, or the ready action was from the card, or I'm not sure I'm understanding.
It's a dual action card.
Oh, the card has dual actions. Okay, so you can do every action on the card, basically.
Correct.
Yeah, in any order. So I missed because I rolled a 2, so that's my turn.
All right, so I'm going to resolve my move, which includes dropping a stone wall here. These guys up. Oh, nope, go back. Where's my marquee? Hang on.
Both your tanks are moving up?
Yeah. Let me zoom in here so I can see this. There we go. Much better. I will move the wreck back. And what the heck happened there?
Table flip?
No, they all stacked.
They all stacked.
Yep,
they weren't supposed to stack. They weren't stacking anywhere else. Whoa!
I rewound it a little bit. So.
Oh. Hang on.
That is
screen to redraw.
That is the one good thing. I'll move the guys up.
Okay. I gotta spin my map around anyway. I'm looking at the German side. You were so helpful.
I try. I'm helping.
You can get rid of that second spotted marker though. There's nothing spotted there.
Well, but the sector remains spotted. Doesn't it, okay. Sean?
What's that?
If you move out of a sector, the sector remains spotted if it had a spotted marker.
If there's nobody in it, it gets away.
Oh, yeah, there's nobody in it.
Okay.
Unless they think the wrecks are live.
Well, could.
Yeah. So, well, he comes back to,
He undaps. Don't sue us, Watsy.
Yeah, right. Come on. Usually takes 6 and then it forgets. There we go. All right, I'm going to drop the... Hang on. What is this? It's a dual action, and the second one is a unit action. Oh, okay. There we go. So, I'm going to play this dual action card.
And ready.
It's a unit action, and it's a ready. The ready, I'm going to play here.
Okay.
And get rid of them. Now, the second one, can that apply to the same unit? The one where I draw to the odd?
Well, you draw the card first. I think it has to be another unit.
Okay, that's fine. I got the other the M10. No, stop.
It takes a little bit of getting used to the physics engine for TTS.
I've been doing this for a while. This is annoying. Just I keep going the whole deck. There we go.
You said you were having some lag
Yeah, I was
issues.
having some mouse issues and stuff. Okay, so I got a 5. It's odd. So this M10 is also reduced there. The unit action... Well, we got lots of choices there. I think we're going to fire with the leader. And fire at your tiger now that we're at range 2, which puts us with a 9 as a base to hit with a little better penetration.
Okay, and I'm not spotted yet.
Right.
So I am at you have a +4 modifier technically.
Right. So I need a 5 or less.
2 for the wall, and you need 5 or less.
Well, you've also got the leader, so that it's actually a 3 modifier.
Whatever you say.
You need a 6.
Look at that! Points for style. So my penetration is 5, and you are flanked.
Yeah, let me make sure you don't get an extra bonus for that.
Because of the double ones?
Yeah.
Gotta get lucky when it counts.
I don't recall, but it's not a situation that crops up a lot, so...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. There's no critical hit. It's only...
No, I wasn't worried about that. I was just worried about the hit itself.
I just wanted to hit it.
Right. But the flank means I use its flank armor as my target?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're rolling the penetration. So I'm starting with a 5 penetration, and you have a 5 armor.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's basically whoever has the highest.
Yep, whoever draws highest.
Okay. Oh, crap. 3 1s in a row.
Well, he could get a 1.
You better do a 1. You better do a 1.
So here's my... Well, it's a 4. It's a 4.
Yeah.
Just impacted on the surface.
Grr. All right. So
but you did get into position, so you do have a much better chance of hitting than you did before.
Yes.
So.
Now, a unit action from the card my original card was just for 1 unit. It's not for all of the units in there. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I think I just have to draw, and I'm done. And I have drawn. So there we go.
All right. So my my upkeep phase. First off, I'm gonna put a stone. Do I want to do that?
Handy dandy stone building. Got it in my back pocket.
I'm gonna hold on to that. Yeah, I'm not a good poker player. All right, now I'm gonna pull my
Move.
Panther. Everybody spotted.
Because you moved a big freaking panther in there.
That is correct. So
they're happy to see it, but
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can maybe have some fun firing. It's a 7. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play a unit action and a ready. So we will
get rid of that one.
That, and we'll
Go for a second one. Oh, it's odd. You got it.
So 1, so odd, so we'll get rid of that. And we'll fire at one of the Shermans here. So see something else here.
Yeah, so again, the range for those out there is this is 1, this is 2, and then you count from the allies to the other one, but they're already here. So that's 3.
4.
All right, so
4?
we're going to fire.
It's 1, 2. Oh yeah, 3, 4. If you're going laterally, it's 2. So 3, 4.
It's 2. Yep.
So
yeah,
we're gonna fire at the tank with the leader. I'm at 7 to hit. You're in a stone wall. I need 5.
Let's say no. Run out of ammo. Hey.
So,
F for flip. There you go.
That's a miss.
yeah.
There we go.
But burns 2 cards.
All right.
Yeah. Were you? Did you do you roll for gas now, or at the end of the turn?
I gotta roll
you
for
should have
gas.
rolled. Should have rolled for fuel when you moved. Yep.
Not that it affects the hit, but
So it's a 3, so he's good.
Yep. He can still move.
All right, but you're in range of my machine guns, and you are unbuttoned.
Gah!
So I'm in range for both of them. So and you're in covered arc. So the first one is going to be at 2. So you are at 2 and 3.
Stonewall.
At 2, yeah, Stonewall. A 2 and 4 is a 6.
4.
You're a 2 and a 3 is a 5. You're a plus
No,
1
5.
damage check.
All right. So the 1 damage check. Let's see what's his. He's a 6, right? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's shaken, the leader's shaken.
Right. Shaken, not
And the
stirred.
tank.
And the tank morale is also a 6. Ooh.
I mean, no, you're not rolling 2 dice. You're.
Oh, well then I got the 1. Well, there's the 1.
Right. So like I said, your tank is fine. Your leader is not.
Oh,
Those
okay.
3 cards. Throw them back on top of the deck and then reshuffle it.
All right. Now remember, since you have just been shot at, you can elect to button.
Yes.
We needed 2 cards, 1 for the leader, 1 for the tank, right?
Yes. So tank
Yeah.
passed.
Right.
The leader did not.
So they go back on the deck. If Devin, if you wouldn't mind doing your favorite activity.
Whee! Shuffle.
Yeah, I'm gonna button.
All right.
Weapon broken. Where's my button marker?
I just
Here,
cloned one. I got it.
You got it. You can clone. I can't clone.
Yeah, I'm not really. Whoops. Not really sure
This one.
why. Yep.
So what's the penalty to fire when you're buttoned?
Ooh, there's the bog
Plus
down.
1.
Plus 1. Yeah.
Bog down is on the back of the button marker. Because that makes sense.
All right. So I have that was my battle machine gun. So now I'm going to fire my coax machine gun. We'll fire at the crew of the other tank.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2. Same modifiers. 2 plus 2 is 4. So basically anything but a 1.
3 plus 1.
Oh,
I
4.
got the one.
Stop that.
Okay.
Well, it's only morale check -1, so. Yeah, Hexy's going, having way too much shuffling fun. Yes,
Yeah, I think
enjoy
we're okay.
shuffling.
All right. So
All right, we're good.
So that is my attack. I already did the ready, and
Does that increase your fatigue?
I did put it right there.
Okie dokie.
Y'all done?
All right.
Drawn up?
and
All right. We're dropping an attack card on B1 here, so we're going to open up with machine guns on your Panther that just fired.
Ooh.
The 50 caliber is going to start. It's at a range of 3, so he's within range, and he's got a 4. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you cover there? What's that 2 there for terrain?
I can't get the building.
Right.
Actually,
It's town square.
It's an objective. This isn't a building. This is
So
a
I
town
get
square.
Two for the town square and 1 for being in a tank.
Right. So
+3.
you've got +3. I've got +4. Is that right?
Correct.
Yep.
All right, let's get this out of the way.
So
6.
you are at 6, and I am at 4 + 3 is 7. So,
All right. So he's done. So then we'll fire the. I guess that's the hull machine gun. That's 4 on this.
Technically, that's the coax.
The coax, right? The coax has the range. So
did you play a unit action or did you play a fire action?
He played a fire action.
I played fire action for the whole sector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes. The tank.
So yeah. So same thing basically. Come on, give me a 6. All right, close enough. That's a 7. So if you get 3 or less,
right.
I'm good. You got 50-50 here. Yes!
Morale check +1.
All right. Damage check.
6.
So 5. 1 is 6, and he's at a 6.
Jeepers creepers. It's so hard to kill these guys with machine guns. What's up with that?
They're hiding in tanks.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Leader action. Can't do anything. Really, you don't have any leader action to do. Oh, actually, I guess leader... Can he try and rally himself? The tank leader over here?
You can't self-rally.
Can't self-rally.
Leader.
Okay. But he's shaken, so he can't do a leader action, like do a ready.
Can't do a leader action.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm done. Let me draw. Draw. All right. You ready? I'm drawing. I'm up.
Are you done?
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. All right. So my upkeep phase, I forgot to flip him back. So we will, first off, we'll discard a card, do a spend action with him. And we're going to do a recon. And flippy. And we will dump that.
What? You don't want to keep the clear?
No, not today.
Not today. But it is not this day.
Oh, yeah.
We do have 6 people
All right,
watching.
we're-
If you're in the chat, go ahead and holler out. Let us know you're here. I know Rich is here. I know Sexy Hexy Jeff is here. Who else is in there? Come on, don't be shy, people. Say hi. I get lonely.
We're going to play a
Ask
rally card
questions.
right here. So I get -1 for being in
Wait.
terrain. So
Where'd you play the rally card?
right here
Oh,
on
you put just-
the.
On his
I'm
tiger.
playing it on.
on the tiger. Tiger in the sand. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Nobody
so-
said
In the
nothing
snow,
about
in the
locking
snow.
ones with no tigers.
4, and I
Right.
got a 4, which is an 8, which is just barely enough because I get his morale's a 7, and I'm in cover, so it's +1, -1 actually. So,
Wow. So 8 minus 1 is 7.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah. So
Just what we need. A
silly
pesky tiger.
silly tigers with their high morale. Yeah,
Yeah, time to kill it.
I totally agree with that.
all right. So that is my turn.
Okay, so well, I mean, I don't need the leader to fire the tank. Is that correct? The leader's
No.
shaken.
Nope,
Okay,
you
then
don't. You don't need the leader
okay.
to fire the tank. They are fully capable of operating on their own and independently.
Yeah, so we can do that, or we can do that. But that tiger's back up to speed, right?
But you're flanked, so it's easier to hit him.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to...
It's easier to try
I
to
think we just need to
penetrate.
keep pummeling him. So I'm going to throw... Oh, I got 2 of those. I didn't like that. Why wasn't I using those? I'm going to throw this as a unit action for a fire from the tank with the leader on the tiger. So I've got...
You're discarding a move card, and you're gonna spend
use a fire. Discard the move card as a fire action.
Okay, so you're buttoned.
Right.
So that's +1. I'm in.
Stone wall.
I'm behind a stone wall, so that's +3 total, and -2 for the flank. So
No modifier for
+1
the flank.
So yes. So you are firing at. You need a.
It needs a 6.
Yeah.
I've got a 9 to start with. You're saying I have a -3, so I need a 6 or less.
Yeah, -1 for you being buttoned, and -2 for the stone wall that the tiger's behind.
Right. Okay.
But then he's got a flank.
The flank doesn't do anything for it to hit. That just hits its flank. Correct?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Forgetting that. That's for infantry. Thank you for keeping me straight.
You're welcome. I get it right every once in a while.
There we go. More often than you think.
Uh-oh. Come on. One.
Give me one. Give me one. Ones. Crap. All right. So I flip his fatigue,
And he's spent.
and he's spent.
Well, when he's spent, then you remove the fatigue.
Yeah, well, he can't do anything because he's shaking. The leader's still shaking. He's
Well,
not doing anything.
the vehicle is the vehicle is spent.
The tank is spent.
The vehicle is spent.
The tank is
Yeah,
spent.
because you discarded a card. You discarded a unit action card to do a action that the tank
Gotcha.
can do.
So we have to unspend him, and we have to take off one of the fatigues in order to get him rolling again.
Yep.
No, you take off the entire fatigue of that tank.
Oh, because it's spent.
Yeah, whenever
Oh.
you spend.
That's so helpful.
It is. Hey, sometimes it's worth it to just if you got a fatigue too,
Just keep going. Right?
just spend them, because that gets rid of the fatigue. Now you just have to worry about unspending, which honestly isn't that hard. Just use a ready action.
Right. I have drawn. It's your turn.
Actually, you know what? It's 7 o'clock. If we want to, do we need to take a quick bathroom break? Is everybody good to keep going, or do we want to take a quick break?
I'm good if you're good. Unless you want to break.
No.
I'm good for maybe another 15 minutes before I have to unload the beer I'm drinking.
All right. Well,
That's why I'm going to win this.
carry on, boys and girls. Carry on.
Okay, so I just unspent my leader that I used for a recon.
Mic off.
And okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to play a unit action and a ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this as the ready action. I don't have anything else that's fatigued. And then unit action, I'm going to open up my Tiger. And let's see, we are, well, we're at a 10 right now to hit. We're going to fire at the unspent. Cover's only good for infantry.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Yeah. Put that back. So yeah, you get the wall. So I need an 8. Oh, well, I'm buttoned, so I actually need a 7. So.
Yeah. But you've got a good chance of getting 7s, you'd think.
There's a 4.
And
a 7. Oh, this is going to be painful. Let's see. So my penetration's an 8. So let me get rid of these cards here.
And my armor from the front is 5.
Yeah, you want okay, so I'm gonna draw my card. It's 8 plus a flip, 2, 10.
Yeah. And I get 5 plus my card?
You get what's your armor?
5.
Yep. So basically, a 5 or a 6 will save him.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, thanks for playing. V is for victory.
Takes the leader with it too, right?
The leader is toast. The quarterback is toast.
But look at it this way: you did get another +1 modifier.
Yeah, and I do get, and you did fatigue my tank.
Yeah. I tired out that tiger. He's going to be a little tiger cub.
All right, I've drawn up. Your go.
All right, what am I going to do here? Well, then I don't need to be using these cover cards for cover. Unfortunately, all I have is a unit action, but you got to get lucky when it counts. So what am I planning on doing here? Behind the stone wall. It doesn't really get any better than that. Oh, you need a spotted marker on your tiger.
Yes.
See, now he's even easier to hit.
Yeah, we're going to do the unit action. And we're going to fire the 76 here.
All right.
All right, so it's the usual. I start with 9. And it's a range, it's because range of 2, so I have a 2 hit of 9. You've got 2 for the stone wall, so that's a 7. And then you're spotted. I am not buttoned.
Yep, so you're looking at a 7.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, let me move this card over here. Puts me in move card mode. No, it doesn't. There we go. Oh, there we go. 12, right?
No,
what am I doing?
You only get one more card. You still...
Oh,
yeah.
You
need a 7. You got a 5 so far.
There
we go. 11. That's what I'm talking about.
He almost broke the gun.
I mean, really,
almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and hydrogen bombs.
More than anything, the dice rolls have not been friendly to you, Keith.
That happens to me.
Oh yeah, same
your
as me.
Fatigue over to a 2.
Oh,
flip your fatigue over to a 2.
Yeah, because the important thing's first before you die. So penetration's 5. Up against your flank penetration, your flank armor of 5. And then I pull 1, you pull 1?
No, you didn't hit.
I didn't hit. I rolled an 11. What'd you pull?
You needed a...
I don't pull anything.
Oh, I needed less.
Yeah, you needed 7 or less.
Yeah, you need less.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, fine. We'll just draw.
Okay.
I mean, I can't button up right now, right?
No. You can you can button in your
right in your upkeep.
Yeah, in your upkeep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we're getting thin on the ground here.
So let me get rid of this card. This card I played, but I'm playing the same card again. So we're gonna get rid of that fatigue. And then we will fire again at these crazy Americans that are bum rushing me and flanking me, and I need to.
It's like, if I didn't have the flank, I wouldn't be doing this. But I have the flank. I have to take the chance.
Yeah,
so it is the top of the priority list.
Yeah, I'm at a 10. You're behind a wall, so that means I need an 8 or higher. But I'm buttoned, that means I need a 7 or higher. So here's my 2 cards. We flip this one.
7 or lower.
Yeah, 7 or lower. He hits.
Yeah, which of course he got.
So I hit. So it's a penetration of 8. So here's my card. Flip it. So it is 11.
So I need to get a 6. Oh, come on. It doesn't know where my cursor is. That's what the problem is.
Hey!
Yeah! However, we all have really bad headaches. You don't get hit by an 88. It's like it clanged off. Clang! You need a clang roll. I did that in a modern game years ago. I was playing MBT, and I hit the side of an M1's turret with a Sagger from an MI8. and the guys who were playing were actual, they were platoon leaders. They were being trained. And so they're all like, "We have headaches." I'm like, "Yeah, you do." All right. You're done, right? That was fatigue.
I am done. I just got to draw. So you got about like 20 cards left in that deck.
Uh-huh.
You guys are gonna have to start moving.
Yeah, well, we do what we can do. So I can do a unit action, or I can just. That Panther's still. That's a machine gun. Right. Okay. So here we go. We can use any card for a unit action, so I'm actually going to use this cover that's not particularly helpful as a unit action for the 50 caliber here to fire at the Panther, who is still unbuttoned, right?
He's still unbuttoned.
So I've got 6. I get 1 card or 2 cards? I always forget. I'm sorry.
1 card.
1 card.
1 card.
Flip. 6 and 2 is 8.
So yeah. All right. So I am in the town square, so that's 2, and I get +1 for the tank, so that's 3. +6 is 9.
That's a hit, right?
No.
That's the other way.
Yeah, you're
Rolled a 6. If it had been an 8 and you tied, it would have been a hit.
It would have been nothing.
It would have been nothing. Okay.
Yeah. You have to beat my roll.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right. So they're fatigued too.
Yep. That's it. I'm just gonna draw up.
How come you're not using the main gun from the M10 against the Panther?
Because it won't penetrate. It's got to be closer. I planned for that, but it's not working.
You can penetrate. Panther's front armor is only a 6. Your main gun AP is a 4. Now, granted, it's not a great chance of penetrating, but it's still a chance of penetrating.
Well, there is that, yeah.
Might as well just fire off the main gun as well.
But I only had a unit action, so I can only do the 50 cal.
Well, you already fired the machine gun on the M10, didn't you?
No. That was last turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's up.
All right. I have no upkeep, but I need to finish off the. I need to get rid of that flanking thing, so I'm gonna have to blast my way out of this. So same deal. I'm firing at 10. I need a 7 to hit you. This tank right here.
Well, I have the wreck too. Should I be getting an extra die for that? 2 for the stone wall, 1 for the wreck?
Yeah.
Yep.
See? Cheating myself.
4, so I need 6.
You could always miss.
And
not that way.
No,
Oh, wait, you missed, right?
I missed.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
And draw back up.
Alright, that's a move and a rally. That's a move and a ready. It's a ready and a rally.
Tell them all your cards.
It does, come on. It's almost like an open. It's almost like an open thing, you know.
Oh, don't forget. Once per turn, you can dump all your cards. And
oh no, I have decent cards.
the turn is on. Okay.
Yeah,
I have decent cards.
it helps make the game go faster. So that's why I would do it, and that's what I would like.
I know, but that's what you would like. But I need to slow it down because I need time to maneuver. So, all right. We could do unit action there. No, all right. We're going to do the ready rally.
Maneuvering does slow the card drawdown. Firing, morale checks.
It does. All right, so we're going to flip him, and then pick one of these, hoping for odd. We get even, so we're done. All right, so then this goes over here.
Well, you got another action. You don't have to use it.
Well, I have a... Oh, it's a move action. Right? No, I'm sorry. That's the other card. Hang on.
Mic off.
I think the other one was a rally. It was a ready rally.
Mic on.
So I don't have anything to rally. I did the ready. Right?
I don't think you have anything else to ready. Well, you could ready one of the...
Oh, I can ready him. Wait. I can ready this mortar. Right? I can ready the 81mm mortar back here.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. All right, let me draw, and you're up. You're up.
All right, no upkeep. Well, the fire the tank, it's going to spend it. So,
I'm really annoyed that these machine guns have not taken out this tank. It was also probably more critical that I wasn't taking the wreck bonus for either of the stone wall sectors, A0 or A1 on my side. Because that extra pip helps.
So my upkeep phase will give a clear there.
Okay.
You're in. The range. All right, so my Panther here. Actually, I'm going to play a fire card. And we are going to open up with this sector right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to fire my Panther first. We're going to fire at the M10.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1, 2, 3. So I need a 7 to hit you. You're in a
stone wall for 2.
Yeah, so I need a 5. You fired, so you are spotted.
Yes.
So we will... Well,
yeah, good.
Oh, nope. You missed.
Shashing, shashing.
We will fire the AFE machine guns at the... fire the bow at the tank crew. Not one. So that's 2. Plus 4, so that's a 6. You are at
2.
Die flip.
Plus 1 is 3.
Plus 3.
3 and 3 is 6.
Okay, he's a miss. I'm going to fire my coax machine gun. That's at 4. Plus 2, which is 6.
3 plus 2 is 5. How does he do that?
Plus 1 damage check. And you, I think you're a
rolling
6,
against
right?
a 6, yeah, so.
Yeah, so anything.
You mean that 6? You mean that 6? I have never failed to do a 6 then when it hurt me in morale check. There you go.
Shaken. And you're open top. You're open top too, so I don't know if you.
I mean, you can't button up then, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, so I think that's sort of the point, I would imagine.
I'd like to be sure. I have to look at the.
No, that's all right. I appreciate your being sure.
You know me. You do know me.
Yes. Who are you?
We're gonna do it. All right. Well, I'm not gonna hold up the game, so maybe Devin can look it up.
Well, that would require me getting
If you
out the
know,
rules.
Yeah, I know if you can button or not. So, I have a.
You have a Panzerschreck, don't you? Or is it the
I
MG?
do.
Yeah, the Panzerfaust.
But it's a range of 5. That's no fun.
Also, it's town square. I guess it's not a building technically, so you can fire the Panzerfaust from there.
But I do have a machine gun. Oh, so first off, he gets a fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a machine gun at range 5, so I'm going to fire at your weapon team here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 plus a 1 is 4, and you are at 2
Mm-hmm.
plus
2 plus 6 is 8.
6. Yep. So
Miss, you get a fatigue on the squad.
Yeah, even if I had the leader modifier, it wouldn't have mattered. And then I have a.
Okay. The vehicle has an open
mortar.
for open top. The vehicle has an open top and applying -1 when attempting to spot, so they can spot easier. They do not button. Open top vehicles offer the crew a +1 to a defensive D6 check during a fire attack. And when
I got that.
When an abandoned open top vehicle is recruited, it does not become spent.
We're not abandoning it, and we're not recruiting it because we're not abandoned. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, are everybody in that sector that you want done?
I'm going to fire the mortar at.
He's got a
sector
freaking
here.
mortar.
Yeah. So because they're different defense modifiers, I have to pick which unit. So I'm going to fire at the weapon team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mortar. So it's 2 plus 2 is 4, and you're at 2 plus
3 is 5.
3. So
I win.
you're good. All right, I am done.
How do I get 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Can I reach 5? Nobody can reach 5. You can. I'm sorry. I'm checking out this sector here. I just forgot what my bazooka could do, and it's just doesn't have the penetration. But this M10, 1, 2, 3, 4 would fire with a 7 if he fires his main gun at the Panther. But also, it's more a question of he's within range for his coax machine gun. But we could also use that guy for the coax machine gun. Can you fire the main gun and the coax at 2 different targets?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he's still going to fire, so I got to shoot at something. I got to shoot at the guy who's going to kill something. So let's go with all right, we're going to do fire action for our 76 here.
Yep.
And we're going to... Oh, so let me see if there's anything to do in upkeep before I do that. No, nothing yet. Okay. So, yeah. So we're going to open fire with our coax machine gun at the Panther, which is a 4.
Okay.
The range is 1, 2 to the right here. 3, 4. Is that correct?
Yep.
There you go. Okay. So I've got 4 from the machine gun, plus 4 is 8.
Okay, so what's the range of the machine gun?
5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you're good. All right,
Yeah,
so you're
so
4 plus.
I've got an 8. Yeah.
All right. I am in a town square. That's plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a tank. That's plus 1, so it's plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
And flippy.
All right.
And
4.
Ooh,
And that's
morale-
a plus 4 morale check.
Morale check +4. Yep.
And you're
Roll
rolling against this. What are you rolling against? An 8?
No, 6.
A 6. 6. Okay.
6.
So you needed 2.
So
right?
I rolled a total of 4. So it's
Yeah,
plus
but
2 morale check.
No, he had an 8.
I had an 8. You had 4. So it's a.
8. Okay.
So you got to add 4 to this roll.
All right. So it's the So that's flip.
6 plus 4 is 10.
6.
That's a no.
So his morale is a
6, right?
6. Okay. Not double. So we're shaking.
Now, you lost the roll by 4. That doesn't make any difference until you double that. So you'd have to have a 12, which you couldn't get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that I'm remembering the firepower rules. Okay, cool. Well, we shook him. That's good. I think. And
that's the end of the deck.
It's the end of the deck. Yes, it is. So now I'm not done my action because I wanted to fire the hull machine gun at the squad with the machine gun, the 7.92 in the same sector, because that's a range of 4 and my machine gun is 4. So
well, technically the turn doesn't end until you resolve all actions. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do that now. Daka daka daka. 2 plus 4 is 6.
All right. I'm at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fire at the,
I fire at the fire at the sector.
in there.
Yeah. Okay.
You fire at the sector. However, if there's 2 units that have 2 separate defense factors, you have to pick which one.
Right. Well, I'm picking the infantry if I have to.
Modifiers than the infantry. So my Flippy here is a 6.
He did it again. That's 8. So you beat that.
Yeah. All right. And did you fatigue him?
No, not yet. And that's everything that guy has to fire, so the turn is done.
All right, if I may interject, this, as I mentioned earlier, is a playtest scenario, and obviously I made the Germans far too strong for this one, so if you gentlemen are willing to go ahead and say, all right, this is probably not winnable by the Americans at this point because I gave the Germans too much stuff, I would be happy with cutting it so we don't continue to embarrass Keith much more because of poor scenario design. Well, I am. All right, let's put it that way.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask this, Sean. Let me ask Sean a question. Because my tactics are not the best. I tend to be a little straightforward. So if there were alternative tactics, do you think that it would have been, the pressing the assault with the tanks on the left would have succeeded? Since I was pinning your guys down, and now I've got your Panther down, and your Tiger can do a lot, but killing the Panther goes a long way because the other one is a brick with an 88, and brick with a 75, but a brick. I grant you, there's only 2 decks left.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you if you'd like.
Yes.
Why don't we switch sides? And you can shoot holes in me, and I can try to get the Americans advancing up there.
Wow, I'd really die. Yeah, we could do that.
What do you think? It's 10. I mean, we can at least go maybe for half a turn or so.
Well, we've got about a half hour left of time anyways. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we can stop.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
And like I said, this was a playtest scenario, so.
So let's have a little bit of discussion though. So Devin, what would you do out of the gate here? What's your gut feeling as to what you would adjust?
Throwing smoke all over the battlefield, and I would start advancing my team into there. Also, I would try to get as much recon as I could. Try to get terrain in there and remove terrain.
Right. This is good. This is good. This is what people want to hear is the tactics.
Well, now, and from my standpoint, honestly, I would have ignored the Tiger completely. Odds-wise, 4 Sherman 76s should have taken out the Tiger. All things being equal, but
almost did.
Honestly,
I got the flank I wanted.
It almost did. However, the dice did go against Keith, so he wasn't able to knock out that Tiger. Me, I tend to be more cautious, so I would have kept. And honestly, this is the designers speaking here. With the Tiger over on that flank, chances are if he was going to try to shift over to the other side, because like I said, I would have focused all my tanks on the right, the 76s, and maybe one of the 76s, maybe one of the M10s over kind of on the left, just to give some. Maybe you don't want to move because I got shots on you. Most of my tanks would have been as far away from the Tiger as possible. The mortar's intent is drop smoke everywhere. Just you should be literally laying smoke everywhere as much as you can.
He's dropping shells all over the place.
Exactly.
And don't you have a radio back there?
Yep, there's a radio with an artillery strike.
I do.
Yep, there's.
And that's my inexperience. This is actually the first time I've had a scenario where I had a radio.
I would have
here's the radio
used
back
the
here.
radio to drop as much crap in on artillery as I can, because those HEs are 4 and
5.
So you can drop them. You can drop them anywhere. I mean, there's no range limit, right?
Oh, you gotta see.
You get, as long as you've got line of sight.
But I can see. So do I have? Oh no, it's obscuring. So the stone walls are stopping me from seeing from back there.
Well,
but
remember,
before I played the stone walls.
Remember, you can see through obscuring at least one level.
Right. So before I played, let's do this. Let's do a what if. So before I played this stone wall, all right. Let me just get this. I can't get that out of the way. I don't know why I can't select this wreck, but there you go.
Oh, I locked that wreck in place. So.
Oh, okay. So now now he's back here. He's in A3. He can see all the way to the Tiger. Let me drop this and assume it's on target. All right. What happens through? How do we resolve that artillery thing against the Tiger?
It's no. Now you're gonna make me.
I am.
Yeah, Rich.
I want people to get a sense for what I did wrong.
Rich is definitely saying more smoke. Yeah, but anyways, while Sean looks up the artillery rules, I would have ignored the Tiger. I would have definitely pushed on the opposite flank, because if the Tigers are going to try to move over, every turn, every space it moves, it's a 1 in 3 chance of it running out of fuel. And if it runs out of fuel,
I didn't pay attention enough. You always have to pay attention to the special rules for a reason.
Yeah.
And now, as soon as Devin said I would have gone to the other flank, I'm like, oh yeah, because when you go laterally in this game, when you're counting range between columns is 2.
It's 2 seconds.
So if he's all the way on the right, you're out of range almost of that Tiger. And now he's only got a penetration of 6, which is a lot more survivable.
Plus Sean and I have both agreed that there probably needs to only be 1 Panther, not 2 Panthers out there. So the final scenario will only see 1 Panther, which gives the U.S. tanks a better opportunity to coordinate their move and fire.
Yeah.
Because then on that flank, you're only looking at 1 Panther instead of 2.
Right.
And of course, the Puma's there just because I like Pumas.
Because it's annoying.
Exactly, it is annoying.
It's annoying.
And then with the smoke and the radio, it's just inexperienced.
I mean, there's a lot of toys here that. There's a lot of toys here that I don't have as much experience, believe it or not. Using.
You use the radio against an armored vehicle, whether it's buttoned or not, and it's artillery. Artillery was devastating. You conduct the attack, you see if you hit, and then you would do your HE attack like you normally would. You would add 4 plus a D6. In the AFB's case, this is a special only for barrages. You would use the flank armor plus a D6, and that would be its defense roll, and then the difference would be a damage check.
All right, so let's do it. Let's assume it's on target. So let's do the damage part of this. So
you have 2 different targets. You have 2 different HE levels. So if you
assume it was the 6. Assume it was the 6.
Okay.
And we made our 5+ thing.
All right, 6 plus a D6.
All right, so I draw a D6 here, and I get a 10
versus his flank armor, which is a 5.
Yeah, so a 5 plus a flank armor, which it would be
3.
A 3. Which
oh my God! I killed the Tiger.
Yep.
So it'd be a no, not yet.
No, just penetrate. Just penetrate.
It's a +3 damage check. So +3
because it's HE.
So
right.
So I'd flip that. It's 5. It's 8. So we would shake.
Right, and that's whether he's buttoned or not.
Yes.
From an artillery barrage.
Right.
Gotcha.
But
cool.
There is always a chance if you roll a 1, while using a radio, you break it and you can't repair it.
Right.
And
Cool. Very cool.
Hexy was asking if this is a historical scenario. It is a historical scenario, but you got to remember sometimes in these tactical level scenarios, it's difficult to get, a company or two companies worth of troops on any one side, and this was more of a battalion plus engagement on both sides. So you kind of got to scale everything down. So yes, we say remove a Panther. There were actually, if I remember correctly, there was like 4 King Tigers that the SS had defending this village, and the supporting Panthers. So we're not looking at a 1-to-1 scale, but we are looking at what, as the designer, I believe is a good representation of what the battle is, with the forces to make it even so both sides have fun and have an opportunity to win.
Yeah, I like to think of it as this is a sector of that major battle.
Exactly.
Because that's what the scale of the game is. And then the other thing is that, let me get this right. I just had a great thought in my head. Great thought. No, but it's a sector of the battle. It doesn't have to be the whole battle. But remember, the terrain changes every time you play this. So it can't be. It starts at a historical point, but it's never going to end up there because the terrain's always going to change.
Yeah, definitely, and that's one of the things.
It's a huge thing for replayability for this game. Period. I think it's a major thing.
And Jeff is saying, sounds like a good test then. Weaker teams need to work harder, so tough titties. No, I can't disagree with you. I also, and I sent off a message to Sean, I think we also need to reduce the number of SS squads, because it's just a bunch of SS squads sitting around not doing nothing, and will stop anything that the U.S. sends its way. But then again, this is what we play test for. So...
Yeah, maybe drop a weapon team and 1 Panther and maybe an SS squad.
Actually, I'm thinking of dropping 4 SS squads. Because you got to remember, SS squads got a firepower 2. The American infantry, normally, which there are 10 of, have a firepower 1. But I also threw in the paratroopers, which got a firepower 2.
There's a bunch of airborne in there.
Yeah, there's five airborne. But from a defensive position, I still think that the SS squads need to be dropped to about 6. But I tend to agree. Lose the Panther, lose one of the weapon teams. So,
balance in all things.
I think that would probably balance it out more. I think, Germans, since they control everything already.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything. They just have to.
Yeah, basically they have the interior lines. Yeah, they just sit and wait.
Yep. So.
But I still had fun because shooting at tigers is fun.
Hey, shooting! Well, and the funny thing is, this village that was fought over, I think it was this village, because after a while, all of my scenarios I start to blur together. It was either this scenario, or one of the other scenarios that I designed, where the king tiger that was in the village is actually still in the Belgium village, and it took like 23 shell hits.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I took probably at least 8.
Oh yeah, easily.
Oh yeah,
easily.
I just kept shooting at you because I'm like, once I had the flank. If I let it sit there, what good is it?
And that's the other thing. You've got to flank those king tigers and those panthers. I mean, because
I did.
You did, and the dice just didn't work out for you. But
I'm so used to that. I'll tell you a flight leader story later. But.
It's a mechanic that really, if you're going to be locking horns with no tigers, if you're going to be locking horns with the big cats. You gotta flank them, because as much as we love the American equipment, it had a hard time punching through the front.
Yeah. I mean, you flank it or you shake it with artillery. Yeah. Or you smoke it and just pin it down until you can get close enough to flank it.
Yep.
But one of the things I never get a chance to tell anybody is, and Sean, I really have to congratulate on the subtleties of this. There are so many different weapon tactics you can use. I mean, for me, it's like I usually shoot the main gun at the tank, and then we're like, you can use the machine guns. I'm like, oh, can I? I got a lot done with those machine guns, and of course, it came back at me. But then they're like, now you have the separate game of, do I button and take the +1? Do I not? And that's the kind of tactical decisions at this level of. Your individual tank commanders have that. Your squad and squad leaders have their choices, move, cover, users, weapon team. There's just a richness here that you just don't find in other games, which I really enjoy. So, and I enjoy exploring it. I mean, there's so many options. It's like, you just look at the icons and you're like, but once you get the hang of it, you're like, oh, there's a lot I can do each turn. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you also have that mortar back there, and that mortar is great for firing smoke because you're picking a sector and you draw 2 cards and you pick the highest.
Yeah.
That's your result.
And it can actually, because it's got a range of 12, so it can actually reach all the way to D2 in the right-hand column there. Or the cards.
That's the great thing
it
about
it. Pretty much anywhere.
As long as you can see the sector.
Start advancing.
Oh, I can see everything because they kept putting clear terrain in front of me. So here's what I had in my hand was this hill. And I'm like, I'm going to put a hill out. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not.
Sometimes it's good to be on a hill. Sometimes it's good to be,
but not for me. I'm going to move forward. Okay, how did Colonel Day get into my hand here? What's going on? So very cool. Thank you, Sean. That was fun. I think that's for fun because you can pull out all the stops and analyze it later. But you can pull out all the stops in the meantime.
Yeah.
Boy, that 50 caliber team was helpful.
He did almost take out the Tiger, which probably would have been just satisfactory,
Oh yeah, that's a moral victory right there.
Right.
But I also fully, completely, 100% believe everybody should drive a Tiger tank at least once in their life, and that comes from when I first started playing up front back in the late '80s, early '90s.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's like, wow, a King Tiger is a very good vehicle.
Nobody said nothing about no Tigers.
All right, so 2 weeks, we're going to have our next Friday Night Firefights. Have not decided or figured out what it may be. I don't know. Maybe we'll pick. We might do lock and load tactical. We might do something oddball. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull out Gladiator and we'll do some Gladiator fighting. If you got some hints,
Gladiator.
Yes, the Gladiator. You remember the Gladiator Circus Maximus chariot race game?
Yeah, I had that back in the day.
I don't think we have a TTS
I love chariot
mod
racing.
for it. Yeah, the chariot
is a
racing
TTS mod for it.
Ooh, well then we may look at doing that. We could probably get multiple
6. Yeah, we would have to get like 6 people.
6
playing.
people together.
That would be
yeah,
fun.
that would be. Well, maybe we could look at doing. But anyways, regardless, 2 weeks from now, roughly, we'll have something new. Honestly, it'll probably be Lock on the Tactical, maybe Nations at War. I don't know, something else. I don't know, but part of me would like to do Pacific War. I haven't played that. Yeah,
I have that on my shelf here.
I've got it. I'm looking at my copy right now.
I read the rules, and I just haven't had a chance to lay it out.
Yeah, me either. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anybody.
Go
ahead,
rat on that. Do they have a couple of mistakes?
Probably. It was a Mark Walker design, so probably.
Pacific
War. Are you talking about?
No, not our Pacific War, not the Grand SPI one.
Oh, not
our little one that can be done in a couple 3 hours.
It's like War at Sea. It's like War in the Pacific.
Yeah,
it's area movement carriers.
Yeah. And it's, in my opinion, it's a much better game than what was the MMP one that's out there. That's the Pacific War area.
Oh God!
You mean Victory in the Pacific?
No.
Empire of the Sun?
No, not Empire of the Sun. The MMP version, the MMP one. It's got the white cover, and it's just got a picture of burning carrier on it. I played it. I played
know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I played it years ago. I played it years ago, and I was playing as a Japanese. It took the U.S. forces 9 months.
Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. That's
Fire
right.
in the Sky. There we go.
I played that years ago with a guy, and I was playing as a Japanese, and it took the Americans 9 months to capture the Marianas Islands. And I'm thinking, even at a stretch, it wouldn't have taken that long, but whatever. So
there is a whole discussion and a whole blog thing and a whole design discussion, different format thing where you kind of have to go, okay, you've got mechanics, but what are your mechanics reflecting? It doesn't matter how simple it is, how complex you build it, whatever.
Yep.
What do does whatever the result is match the scale of the game? So if you have an island game where, let's say a turn represents a month, and on average, all the islands, the ones that were really tough took 3 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, Okinawa.
Then you shouldn't have a result of 9 months,
Yeah,
really,
exactly,
but you
exactly.
might. You might. It
You
would
might.
be.
But something like the Marianas that it took like 2 weeks to secure. Jeff,
And you don't necessarily want to design for that result, but you have to say there's a rate at which you advance with a certain number of casualties. You kind of have to build the reality into that one little mechanic. But if you do that every time it gets used, then you get a spread of 2 weeks, 9 months, whatever it happens to be. That's just for your game.
Yeah, and Jeff was asking if it was the big Pacific War. No, not the not.
No.
I played that.
Not War in the Pacific.
No, I played that. Well, technically, I did a battle once, and that was about it. So, but then Rich
you mean Victory Games Pacific War?
Yeah, the original. Yeah, the
battle game. The battle games were the best. They were the best.
Yeah. So, and then of course, Rich did pop in with Rising Sun. So yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Yep.
So, a pleasure. Thank you for hosting.
Yes, thank
Evan.
you.
Appreciate all that, Keith. Thanks for doing battle with me.
My pleasure.
And I appreciate both of you guys coming in and playtesting that for me. Small scenarios are very easy to playtest sometimes, but the bigger scenarios, and I'll fully admit this as a designer, I can't playtest my own scenarios because I get trapped in my head of what I know the battle is supposed to be from my research and how I designed it. So I have a hard time looking outside the box on what other people can do with the scenarios. So that's why I hate trying to playtest my own scenarios. Thank you both, gentlemen. I appreciate it deeply.
My pleasure.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Well, that will end this gaming session. May God bless you and keep you safe until next time. Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire is a lock and load publishing production.